The first I heard about Florence was when it started forming out in the Atlantic.
It ended up being a monster storm, 500 miles approximately, which is somewhat unprecedented, at least for the area here. And boy, did it hit us.
You know, somebody's shooting at you, you can find cover and concealment. There's tools that we have at our disposal that we can use to overpower somebody who's combative with us. But when God shows up, there's nothing you can do.
We lost power everywhere. We had officers were trapped in cars out there, and the flooding was almost instantaneous. There was so much rain so quickly. We had tornadoes touching down. All the major connection points into the city were flooded.
And at that point I was just like, you know, this is crazy. Somebody's gonna get killed out here. It was really bad.
You always want to plan for contingencies. You always plan for the worst, hope for the best. We worked with our cell phone carriers to hopefully have a cell phone that would work during and after the event. That didn't occur. We lost cell phone communication.
The rain was so heavy you could not see the front of the hood of your car. The wind was howling to the point where your vehicle was buffeting on the road. It would just been suicidal to have been out there without communication.
We made sure that we reserved 2 Viper channels from the state. And so we wanted to make sure that we had that capacity to communicate with all of the first responders in the region. The Viper system is a statewide system that uses a repeater network around the entire state. It was pretty crowded, but it worked.
Well, Hurricane Florence hit us for almost 4 days, but we were still able to communicate on our radios so we could respond to calls where life was in danger.
And there's been a debate, well, cell phones will take over radio and it's going to be a cheaper alternative. Well, what we found here is that the Viper system was a stable network. It just worked.
We were put in this job to help the helpless, but there's no way that we could have accomplished everything we did if we didn't have the ability to communicate with each other.